Hey, greetings and salutations to you people of the interwebs. So, it's been kind of a sad week this week, or this weekend anyway, because it's not been TFnation. TFnation is UK's largest Transformers convention. Obviously, with everything that's going on in the world, it was not advisable for that event to go ahead. There have been some online events and big community stuff that unfortunately I have not been able to do any of, mostly because I've been keeping myself busy. And there's been lots of Dungeons and Dragons and other stuff going on this weekend for me. But I usually don't kind of like boasting about things that I buy. I'll get a figure in, I'll unbox it, I'll talk my way through it. But I don't like. I think talking about money and stuff is a bit crass, myself personally. But there's that one time of the year that we can kind of get away with it with the TFnation haul video. Of course, this is the second year without a TFnation haul, but I decided to try and recreate that experience a little bit for myself this weekend, and got a little bit happy with the old purchases. So, yeah, first up we got these guys. This is the Bad Cube reissue of their Insecticons. Let's see if I can remember what they're called. I can't remember the name for the group of them. But Hypno, he's not Shrapnel, is he called Grenade? Something like that. And this is Kick Butt. Yeah, these are great. So these are more in the toy. Yeah, they're a mix of, like, they've got obviously there's a lot of like the cartoon aesthetics going on. Oops. But see a Kick Butt. The coloration is definitely more toy centric on this version of them, especially with those translucent chest pieces, and just the amazing chrome that's going on. Absolutely, oh, it's so lovely. It's great to have a set of Insecticons that are all in the same design aesthetic. So yeah, they're really quite cool. They're obviously for MP stylized figures. They feel a little bit dated, but yeah, they've got these big ball joints at the waist and stuff. Most of them have got decent head articulation. Yeah, and these, like I say, the translucence and the black on purple and the yellow and the chrome. It's just so lovely, so lovely. Just as a kid, I only had Bombshell as a toy, but these really scratch an itch, and I know we're going to have these again in probably the Studio series or the Transformers, whatever line comes after the War for Cybertron trilogy. We'll be getting the Insecticons again, and hopefully they'll all match with each other. But I should imagine it'll be, yellow paints and probably even a silver or maybe even a white for where the chrome is. So I think getting this set, even though, it's quite pricey, it's been really good, and it's good to get, Bad Cube back in the game. I don't know, they're doing some reissues to get a bit of scratch so they can start doing stuff again after, possibly them when they started branching out doing their own new designs, which I really liked. They haven't really done much since. So yeah, there's that. And then lastly, I bought this guy. This is Kang Toys. What do they call him? Lambeau, as opposed to those, Sky Bulls. and water balls. This is Lambeau. He's just a big, chunky figure. Uh, I've been, looking at the Predacons for a while, and I have no intention of collecting a full team because this is big enough, just one of these. And I was, I've been like, I'll probably just buy the Rhino guy. And they've been coming out slowly over the last couple of years. I think these guys, they've still even announced or shown what the Rhino guy looks like, headstrong. So I thought, yeah, let's buy Tantrum. So I think if I just had Tantrum and Headstrong, that I just get the two bulky bruisers of the Predacons, and I'm quite happy with that as a team up. It's like with Giga Power, I'm quite happy with just having Slag and Snarl. It's just a little, it's part of a sub team of a team. Yeah, but yeah, he's got lots of ratchets here. We've been making him bigger. Oh, Jesus! Right. Sorry, headphone users. That means they can get more detents in that ratchet because the stylized very much by the same designer, no doubt, who did the TFC Seacons. And their problem is that the detents of the ratchets were quite far apart. But here, and it's just got so lovely. Yeah, there's bits that are stiff, and I don't know if I want to transform him. He doesn't seem like he's going to be very intuitive. But I have mine. I like the light piping, but I also don't like the light piping. But the actual glossy, the gloss that this guy has, and I love that the fact his chest. He looks like he transforms into a truck. He's got like a truck chest. I love that. Yeah. So these are my kind of like what I ideally would have been chatting about in the bar with people of my big purchases of a TFnation, but we just thought we'd recreate that period as well. I like my art, so I picked myself up some comic books to read this weekend. So we've got issue 6 of Beast Wars. I'm not sure whether I'm enjoying the Beast Wars comic, but I'm not entirely sure what the point of it is or where it's going. But there you go. There's that. We've got to issue 33 of the ongoing Transformers. We've written by Brian Ruckley. So again, this has been it's been a slow burn, this, and we're finally getting into some cool little story ideas. And we had one where one of the Victorian limbs went off into an alternate future, possibly, or universe. We're not quite sure, I don't think. And but it was really good. It was good, kind of like just cool little sci-fi sub-story in an ongoing campaign. So here we get some more continuation of what's going on in Bumblebee in that universe. When I dig the characters. The art is definitely, it's some of the same artists, but it's a completely, by issue 33, it's a completely different, it's completely different and, so vastly an improvement than, say, it was in issue 5. They've really kind of honed the game on this comic, and it's good to see. It's good to see that both the slow transgression of the plot into a point now where we could tell some really good stories, and just how the art has just improved over this time. Some really good kind of these have always been talented artists, but they've probably not been used to writing a ongoing comic book, the time restraints that involves. And now I think they've really found their feet, and it's really cool. So I would recommend starting to pick it up if you dropped it. I also picked up a Star Wars comic. This is Forlum and Zuckuss, two of the bounty hunters. I mostly picked this up. I do like Star Wars, we all know that. I do like the bounty hunters. I can't be bothered getting into a whole new comic book series and stuff. But this is art by Kay Zammer, who's one of my favourite Transformers artists who did a lot of work on the IDW Optimus Prime series. So I thought I'd pick that up as a bit of a support. And, you know, I always like to buy a bit of Kay Zammer artwork at TFnation. So there you go. And last but no means least, there is Transformers King Grimlock. So Grimlock gets his own miniseries. Well, it took so long, you know. And yeah, so he's going to go off into another dimension or something like that and become a barbarian in a fantasy world. And like I say, I've mentioned before, I've been playing a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. I like Transformers. I like fantasy worlds. This seems like ideally for me. So I'm going to give this a good read. We might even talk about it on this video thing. We might start talking about comic books again. I don't know. What do you think? Should we start talking about comic books again? Do you want me to start talking about comic books again on this channel? Or if you want me to look, you know, take a closer look at any of the figures I've just shown off, let me know. You can like, you can comment, you can subscribe. We're just at the ceiling of almost getting to 900 subs. So if you can help a brother out there, you know, do so. And that's really it. This is my pretend TFnation weekend. So I'm going to read some comics. In typical TFnation style, I fell asleep watching Transformers the movie last night. Yeah, so I put it on quite late, and I thought, oh, what's this? I've watched that movie too many times now. I love it. But I just know everything that's going to happen will happen, and it's just so familiar that it's kind of lost interest slightly. Especially watching it on my own. I think if I was watching it in a group of people, in a hall filled with people, I think it would be marvelous. But just watching it on my own, even with the lights coming off my television, it's got this mood lighting on it. It was still a bit of a kind of, oh, yeah, it's too familiar. Fell asleep. But yeah, so that's been my TFnation, not TFnation weekend. Let us know how you've got on. And I have, if you're like someone I regularly see at TFnation, I have missed you. Or I've missed not meeting you as well. If you're someone new, we're inclusive here, guys. Until the next time, be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. And let's reach out across the screen for a little old fist bump, shall we? Fisto! Fisto!